Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the King, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome on into your no-nonsense flashlight tutorial for Dead by Daylight 4.2.0. Now, we recently made a flashlight tutorial, and in that video, I told you that flashlights could be changed yet again coming out in the next patch, and thus, flashlights have indeed been changed again. And in that video, I said I'm going to be making a full-blown tutorial once we fully know what those changes will be. So here we are, the fully blown tutorial for 4.2.0. This is the newest version of the flashlights. It's different from 4.1.0 and everything before that. So again, this is your no-nonsense tutorial. Before we jump on into it, two quick notes. Thank you guys so much for the support. We are so close to 100,000 subscribers. If you guys aren't already subscribed, consider it down below, as we're literally just 8K away from 100,000. And in addition to that, we are live on Twitch right now doing a giveaway for the DLC that has just come out. So if you are interested in winning that giveaway, the link will be down below. With that being said, everybody, let's go ahead and jump on into this flashlight tutorial. So as you can see on screen right here, flashlights have been changed yet again. They are now centered of your player model, center of your vision. Before, it used to be a little bit higher. Before that, it just used to be what we know as normal. And now it is completely different. However, this is not too off-putting from what we know prior to 4.1.0. So basically, in this video, we're going to teach you how to flashlight save. On screen right now, what you're going to be seeing are standard flashlight saves. Now, keep in mind, the type of flashlight that you're using, the add-ons that you're using, the perks that you're using do not affect anything with the flashlight in the sense of how you need to blind. The only thing that affects your flashlight is your distance and positioning. Distance now plays a more key factor on how you need to flashlight save. For example, if you're further away, you would need to aim a little bit lower. If you're closer, you would need to aim a little bit higher. Your goal is to get the center position of your screen to be exactly where the killer's face is. That is basically the changes that we are undergoing. If you've never ever used a flashlight before, never tried to flashlight save, you don't even need to worry about this part. All you need to do is to hop on into a private game, try the flashlights out, and you will now know where to aim your flashlight. That is the basics of the changes, just knowing where to aim your flashlight. Once you get down to knowing where to aim your flashlight, everything else is pretty much rinse and repeat from what you already may know from flashlight saves or what you're about to learn. So, as you can see on screen, this is a proper flashlight save. This is basically a test environment, so obviously every scenario will be different, and you're going to have to get some gameplay experience to fully know every angle and every range and everything where you can save. But standardly, you're standing in front of the killer picks up the survivor, you wait about 3.5 seconds, I'll actually put the time on screen right now for when you should flashlight save, or wait until the animation of their hand is right next to their neck. Once that is done, turn your flashlight on, and what you're trying to do is to get the flashlight blind as soon as the killer has motion of their character. By doing this properly, they will drop the survivor. And that is pretty much it. With the brand new center of the screen where flashlights are beamed, I recommend looking a little bit more to your left, because what ends up happening is when you initially do the flashlight, it comes up a little bit too much to the right, or in some cases, it might be inverse. Again, it all depends on your playstyle, where you aim, things like that. So go into a private game and try it out. Now, we're also going to talk a little bit about other saves that you can get with the flashlight. I'll keep on replaying the footage in the background of just a standard save so you can get more of an idea. The other saves that you can perform with a flashlight are pretty much pallet saves, locker saves, and vault saves. These are all pretty much the same timing of what you're going to need to do. As soon as the killer has motion of their character is when you're going to try to get the blind. And same as always, when the hand is right next to their head, that is when you need to blind. That is the most effective way of knowing when to start your flashlight blind. For locker saves, it's a little bit more tricky because you need to be in a very good angle in order for the beam to make contact with the killer's eyes. And as of recently, it's been a little bit more difficult to do just that because of where the orientation of the flashlight beam is. So I only recommend this if it's a dire situation or, again, with tons and tons of practice. You know, watching this video will just give you the idea of how to do it, but you will actually need to practice in order to fully implement flashlight saving into your own gameplay. Now keep in mind, you can indeed do flashlight saves through windows, you can do this over debris, you can do this over different angles. It's actually a 65-degree cone on where you can actually blind the killer from. So all of this is doable. You cannot flashlight save through any walls unless there is a hole. You cannot flashlight save if there's any debris that is too tall and your beam cannot make contact with the killer's face. And you cannot flashlight save if you time your flashlight a little bit too early. Now, in the case that you are using your flashlight just a little bit early, you can always flicker the flashlight, or in this update, move it off to the left or the right and then bring it back, and that way you can get the blind. If you do get the blind a little early, you can also try stacking the blind because some killers don't look up. Continue to flashlight their face, just click your flashlight a couple times, and what ends up happening is that you end up getting the blind and saving your friend. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to wrap it up for this no-nonsense short flashlight tutorial. If you want me to go super duper in depth on it, I might have a video that I can do that on, or we might post it on Patreon. We'll come to see whatever you guys want to see in the comments below. But I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope this video did help and you learned a thing or two about flashlight saves and the new flashlight saves for 4.2.0. As always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys. Remember, we are live on Twitch doing that giveaway for the brand new DLC. We're also so close to 100,000 subscribers. So please consider subscribing down below, as it will mean the world to me. And as always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys. And we'll see you in the fog.